Welcome to The Next Level, a series on AACPS TV. I am Katie Holmes. This will be the last episode of the season. I have a very exciting show today. Here with me are two athletes from Northeast High School, home of the Eagles, and a very talented host of Teen Talk. All three of my guests today are going on to the next level. We will hear their personal story of playing sports and being involved in school activities throughout their high school careers. My first two guests are athletes and have accomplished breaking state records and proving it is never too late to try out for a team and play a sport that you love in high school. Please welcome senior Caitlin Cornwell from Northeast High School. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited.
Tell me about the sports that you play at Northeast.
So I play soccer in the fall, basketball in the winter, and I play softball, which is my main sport, in the spring.
And you've played all 4 years of high school.
Yes, all 4 years. So it's been a lot, but it's been fun.
And your favorite sport you play?
Definitely softball, but I do love both basketball and soccer for sure.
Why softball?
Well, when I was younger, I definitely liked soccer way more because I played it longest. But my dad is a big baseball guy, and like he would always try to push it on me, like, no, like you have to like softball more, like, but in like a good way. And I would be like, okay, whatever. But then I started to actually get good at softball, so then it was like, okay, I like it more. And then so I just kind of evolved, and I love it.
How old were you when you started playing softball?
I think 5. I was like 5 years old. T-ball though, so.
T-ball?
Yes.
And what position do you play?
I play outfield, but for high school I play center field.
Yes. You're a very good athlete. I would love for you to tell the guest what some of your accolades that you have.
Okay. So I guess I'll just do all sports. So soccer, freshman year I was second team All-County, and then there was no sophomore year because of COVID. And then junior and this year I was first team All-County. And then for basketball this year I got second team All-County, which I was proud of because it was only my 3rd year ever playing basketball, so that was cool. And then all sophomore, junior, and senior year for softball, I got first team All-County, and then I got first team All-Metro from the Baltimore Sun and Washington Post. And then last year I was the county's female athlete of the year.
From the Capital Gazette.
Capital Gazette, yes.
That's huge. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
You also broke a state record this year.
Yes, that was fun.
What state record?
I broke the stolen base record in a season. So it was 44. Right now I'm sitting at 60.
Wow.
So yeah, I was close to beating it last year. I had 39. So this year I was like, okay, I have to get it. So yeah, it was fun. I couldn't have done it without my team though. They were so supportive of it.
So let me ask you, how do you motivate your team? I know that you're the team captain. Mm-hmm. So how do you keep your teammates motivated?
Really just I try to keep like a positive like upbringing because like I didn't realize it till I started being captain. Like people really do like look up to you and like model after what you do. So like when I first started being captain, I'd be like, wow, like if I look down, they're gonna start looking down. So I really just try like for losing, winning, whatever. I try to just stay upbeat, whatever. I try to say like some motivating words, but I think really it's just like leading by example for me, for sure.
Yeah, I know you spend a lot of time with your coaches and teammates. I mean, you play 3 sports, so you're always probably in some type of team.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
What if I were to ask one of your teammates or one of your coaches to describe you? How would they describe you?
I would hope they would say positive, definitely determined, hardworking, and I don't know, I hope they say I'm funny. I try to be sometimes.
I'm going to ask them.
Okay, good.
I'll get back to you.
Yeah, good. Tell me what they say.
I will. What does your typical daily schedule look like in season? Like, what is your typical day?
Okay, so right now we're kind of towards the end of the season, but I mean, it's been the same. Wake up, go to school. I have a half day, then I work for a few hours. I go home, I'll eat, watch Netflix while I eat. If it's just practice, I'll probably just chill, practice like right after the normal school day, like for with people who don't have a half schedule. So then I'll go to practice, I'll come home. If I want to get extra hitting in, I'll go in my garage and hit. But then I'll eat dinner, do some homework, then I'll go to bed, stuff like that.
And do it all over again.
Do it all over again, yes.
What's the best advice that you have gained from one of your coaches?
Definitely don't compare yourself to other athletes, which is, I feel like, so huge because, like, especially in softball, there's so many different types of players you can be. Like, personally, I'm not a consistent home run hitter at all. Like, speed is my game. So it's very easy to be like, wow, like, I really wish I could be hitting those home runs left and right, but, or like, just stuff like that. But, like, if you just focus on yourself, focus on your team, like, you'll go so much further. So that's really helped me.
Okay, so I'm dying to tell our viewers, if they haven't seen your shirt, you are going to play at the college level next year.
Yes.
And where are you going?
I'm going to the University of Maryland.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
On a softball scholarship.
Yes.
Why did you choose Maryland?
I chose Maryland because, obviously, it's close to home. Their program is great. They're growing. They had such a historic season this season, but I just want to be a part of such a great program to kind of go down in history with them, you know, accomplish great things. But it was also like one of my dream schools, so there's that too.
There's that too. Well, there's that.
Yeah. So yeah, it was really cool to commit there.
I also want to mention that you're nominated for an award at Northeast High School. It's the Ed Heafy Award, who is the founder of the Booster Club, who was the first president. And in order to be nominated, it's a huge honor.
Yes.
Because you have to play a minimum of 2 sports. You have to have a 3.5 GPA or higher,
Yes.
good character, community service, sportsmanship. So congratulations on that nomination.
Thank you. Yeah, it was exciting when we were told we were nominated. So yeah, I like it. But we'll find out tonight if we get it. So, but whoever gets it, I'll be super happy for them because it is a great honor.
It is. And before we close, I just want to ask you, do you have any advice that you can give to, say, you know, a freshman or incoming freshman about playing sports in high school?
Definitely set your goals and just have fun with it. In the end, like, that's what you're there for. But, you know, go in there with, if you want to do things, set goals for it, but just have fun, play for your team, represent your school. And yeah.
What was your favorite part of high school?
Definitely just the people, the community. It's really great to, like, go to school with them every day, play for them, you know. We have a great community at Northeast, so definitely that.
Well, congratulations,
Thank
Caitlin.
you so much.
I wish you the best of luck at
Thank you.
the University of Maryland.
Yes.
And I'm glad that you're close.
Yes, me too.
Yeah, so we'll be able to watch, maybe
Yep.
come out and check out one of your games.
Yes.
Well, good luck to you.
Thank you.
We'll be right back after this short break.
Raise ball! Ref, that's such a bad call. These are terrible refs.
Remember, refs are people too, and they're knowledgeable about the game. You need to respect them. Besides, focusing on the calls takes your mind off the play.
Sportsmanship is important in AACPS.
And make sure to treat all officials with respect.
We are back, and please welcome Senior David Fish from Northeast High School. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
And telling us about your personal story of playing sports in high school. What sports do you play?
I play football and I wrestle in the winter. I played football for 4 years, but I started wrestling in my junior year.
I love that about you, David. I think that's the best message that we can give other students and athletes. It's never too late to start a sport that you love. And you're a prime example of that. You started wrestling your 11th grade year.
Yeah.
And I know that your record is you were 21-8 your first year, right? And your senior year, you were 27-8. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you.
Tell me about football. What position do you play?
I play running back, and I had like 500 yards this year.
Wow.
I split carries with my brother, and that was really cool.
Wow.
Yeah. Had a couple touchdowns. I scored in our first playoff game that we won in a while.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So
Yeah.
do you love football or wrestling? Which one's...
It's hard. I love them both, but like the way wrestling just jumped up out of nowhere. Like, I mean, recently it's what I've liked a lot more, But football will always, like, I feel like it always has to be number one for, like, how long I did it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But you also have a really cool dream that I would love for you to share with our viewers.
Yeah, I would love to do MMA at some point in my life. It's just so cool. I've started watching UFC like the last year and a half, and like started watching like Bellator and like other fighting clubs, and it's just like everything about it just intrigues me so much.
I love the MMA too. I'm a big fan of it. So good luck to you. Please keep in touch with me because I definitely want to know how you're doing in the MMA world. And if I see you in the octagon on TV, I'm going to be screaming, David! So tell me about where you're going. You're going to go on to play the college level, and where are you going?
I'm attending Waynesburg University.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And you will be?
I'm playing football and wrestling. So
That's
it's
awesome. That's awesome. If I were to ask your coaches or some of your teammates to describe you, how would they describe you?
I think I'm a great teammate, someone that's like really good to play with, someone that's really supportive. I think my coaches would say that like I never stop trying. Like no matter like what they say, like I know what they say is like motivational, but like what they say, like I always just want to try harder and get better.
Yeah. What's something that you've learned from one of your coaches in high school playing sports?
They've just taught me. Oh, they taught me a lot.
Everything you know, right?
Yes.
Do you have a favorite coach?
I mean, in a way, because he's been like, he feels like more than a coach to me, Coach Dyke. Like he feels like he could actually like be my friend.
Yeah, I know Coach Dyke.
But Coach Townsend and Coach Chiz, I love them too. Like they've done everything they could for me to succeed.
Yeah, well, good. When you get to Waynesburg University, what is going to be what goals have you set for yourself?
My biggest goal is, of course, just succeed with football, but then in wrestling, I want to make it to the national finals and at least like become an All-American, place top 8, and see where we go from there.
Was the recruitment process hard for you?
I mean, the beginning, I wasn't really getting too many looks. I posted my highlight tape. It ended up getting like 400 views, 300 views, somewhere around there. And then a lot of colleges started talking to me. But then once I played in the Eastern Shore Bowl, I feel a lot more started to reach out. But the key, like, everyone was reaching out for football. The key to me was I wanted to wrestle too. And that's what Waynesburg was so special for.
And that is why you picked Waynesburg?
Mostly. I love the football program too. They have coaches they're helping the team succeed more, where they're up and coming. It hasn't always been like a top school, but we're getting better.
Oh, so you're going to help build that program.
I hope so.
That's great, David. How do you keep your teammates motivated?
I feel, so I'm not really the biggest voice on the field, but when I do something big or we do something big, I'm the first one to get all hype and scream at everybody's face like, let's go.
Let's go.
And wrestling, I'm really supportive with my teammates. You know, I watch my brother, I watch some of my like my practice partners and all of them. Like when we're doing good in a dual meet, I get so excited. I'm screaming on the side, telling them what to do, getting all hyped. It's fun.
David, I would love to see you hype because you seem so like calm, cool, collected right now. So I would love to see you hype.
It's crazy.
Well, we wish you the best at Waynesburg University, and good luck with your MMA dream. I definitely
starting soon.
We'll be right back after this short break.
Do you know the impact of social media on student athletes? This is what you should not do.
Number 1 shouldn't even be starting. They didn't even show up to practice.
Yeah, they cost us the game.
If Coach put someone better in, then we actually would have had a chance.
This is what you should do.
You played great today. It was such a fun and intense game.
So did you. I can't wait for the next one.
It's important to remember that everything you say on social media has the ability to spread across different platforms.
You should always think before you post.
Hi, I'm Dr. Mark Bedell, and I am proud to be the superintendent of Anne Arundel County Public Schools, a district of 85,000 students and 14,000 dedicated employees. We are on our way to being the best school system in Maryland, and we could use your help to get there. Consider one of these many careers with us. So what are you waiting for? Apply today and help students like these be
AACPS awesome!
Hey, how's your race?
I dropped the baton.
It's okay, mistakes happen.
Yeah, but what they said about me.
What'd they say?
How did she drop the baton?
That was awful. What are you doing?
That was so bad.
That's really mean, man. I'm sorry. It'll be better next time.
Yeah.
This is how we'd like our spectators to act.
She got it next time. She got it next time.
It's okay, it's okay. You gotta keep going.
Be a spectacular spectator.
We are back, and I have a very special guest with me today, Cameron Sherry. She's from Crofton High School. She hosts a show on AACPS TV called Teen Talk. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, I'm so excited that you're here. So tell me about the extracurricular activities that you're involved in at Crofton High School.
Oh gosh, I guess the real question is, what am I not involved in? And the answer to that is sports. I'm not involved in sports. But everything else I've pretty much done. You know, I've had kind of a weird high school experience. I started at Arundel, and then I transferred during the pandemic to Crofton, and I knew that going into my freshman year. So freshman year, I kind of did some scattered things with service, and I'm an avid student, so I've always been involved in that level of my extracurriculars, if that even counts. And then once I got to Crofton, even virtually, I started in with the SGA, with the newspaper, which my last article came out today. That has been such a joy for me these last couple years. SGA at both the school, county, and state level, which has been incredible. At our county level, that's going to be the Chesapeake Regional Association of Student Councils, CRASC, and at the state level, that's going to be MASC, the Maryland Association of Student Councils. I also helped found the Crofton Service Club, which has been an amazing experience. Shout out to Miss Few. I know I've shouted her out on Teen Talk before, but she's incredible. She helped get that started as well.
Yeah. What's it like to host a show, you know, as a senior? Tell me about your show.
Well, Teen Talk has been the most incredible experience, and it's so sad leaving it because it feels kind of like my baby at this point.
Yeah.
Me and the Teen Talk team, as I like to call them, which is our amazing studio people, and Miss Pellegrin, my advisor, we kind of came in with this vision and this idea, and Teen Talk was actually started back in 2007, but then for whatever reason it just stopped.
Yeah, so for 15 years,
yes,
it was non-existent, and then you guys brought it back.
Absolutely.
You've done a fabulous job.
Thank you.
I actually would like to share with our viewers that you were on the front page of the Capitol.
Indeed I was. That was quite a surprise to wake up and get the text from Miss Pellegrin, you're on the front page. I was just freaking out.
Yes. And you are going on to the next level next year.
Yes, I
You're
am.
the first class to graduate from Crofton High School.
Yes.
That's huge.
It's massive. I can't believe it.
And then you're going, where will you be going to next year?
This fall, I will be going to Louisiana State University. Go Tigers.
Yes. That is amazing. Why did you pick LSU?
That's a great question, and it's kind of a funny story. And I like to tell this story because I think even though I'd been an avid and I had done these different things, I wasn't really prepared going into my senior year for just how difficult the process is. And the college process, we talked about this on Teen Talk with some freshmen at different schools across the country. It's unpredictable. You know, you can think you have the perfect stats, you can think you have the perfect application, and you don't get into certain schools. And that's what happened to me. There were a couple schools I had applied early to that I didn't get into. And, you know, I have pretty good grades. I've done different extracurriculars. We talked about that. So I thought, you know, I could probably get in. And I didn't. I got rejected, and dealing with rejection is really hard. And it was when I had gotten my initial rejection that I said, I need to kind of broaden my, horizon here. I definitely learned things in English this year, I promise. I need to broaden my horizon here. I need to apply to a few more schools. And when I had applied, I selected a very similar range of schools. It was schools kind of in the same area of the country that were Same thing, different font, if you've ever heard that
Yes.
term used. So I was talking to a friend on the phone after this rejection, and I said to him, I need to apply to a few more schools, and LSU came to the top of my mind. I remember seeing some stuff about them in the news recently with sports. If you know me, you know I have a little bit of a crush on Joe Burrow. That may or may not have been a little factor into why I looked into it. So I applied. Literally the day it was due, I went to my counselor. I said, Miss Raka, I'm about to apply. Can you please send in my transcript? I did. And I got in, which was incredible. My dad and I went down to visit, and the minute I stepped on campus and got to speak to students, speak to administration, see the tiger, they have a live tiger, I just fell in love, and I knew it was the place I was supposed to be.
And something else special happened when you went on your school visit. Did you see
the women's basketball team?
Yes.
Yes, I did. Oh my gosh, it was so fun. We actually got like a golf cart tour of the school, and we were pulling up to the stadium, and there were all these people, and my tour guide, her name was Emma. Shout out to Emma. I love you, Emma. She said, oh, that's the women's basketball team coming back right now. That's why we have all these people. And I was so sad because the day after I left, they were at the Raising Cane's directly off campus, meeting people and giving people free chicken. And not only did I want free chicken, but I would have liked to have met Angel Reese.
Yes.
But maybe one day, maybe once I get down there, I'll get to meet her, who's actually from Baltimore. Yes,
There
incredible.
you go.
Connections all over.
Connections all over. There you go. What advice do you have for an underclassman that wants to join clubs at schools?
Absolutely. Let's see. That's a good question, because I know that everyone kind of goes about it a different way. Sometimes you have a friend that's already involved in something and they kind of pull you into it. And sometimes you have to go out on your own, like we did with the Crofton Service Club. We kind of crafted that from the ground up. If you know that there's a club that you're interested in, I would talk to the club advisor. If that's a teacher, maybe you know that teacher, maybe you don't. Talk to friends in the club and start showing up. Maybe you don't get directly involved like in a leadership position right away, but kind of feel it out and start volunteering to do things. And if there's something not offered at your school that you're really interested in, talk to your administration. I know at my school, our assistant principals are the ones we'd be dealing with primarily. They're amazing. They're absolutely going to help you get that club started up.
What kind of high school connections did you build through being involved in clubs and extracurricular activities?
That's a great question. I feel like there's been so many, but I've got to try and pull some out of my brain. I think the number one thing is being at the Board of Education.
Yeah.
You know, I was involved in a couple different clubs at my school, and those teachers recommended me for my Principal's Advisory Council. From there, I hopped into the Teen Mental Health Advisory Council, which is here at the board run by Ms. Pellegrin. And from there, I was pulled into the county and state level student government. And all those different connections kind of led me to Teen Talk and where I am today, and getting to be at the board, which has been incredible.
Did you feel being a part of all of these clubs, because you can't just pick one, you have so many.
Absolutely.
That it just gave you a connection to your school more? It was a deeper connection.
110%. I have zero regrets doing all these different things. So there were times, Ms. Pellegrin will tell you, if you ever see Ms. Pellegrin, ask her. I came in here and I was just like, oh my God, I have so much to do. And I was just freaking out. But I wouldn't change it for the world, because doing all these things and getting involved and getting to know my community that I've lived in my whole life on a deeper, more personal level has just been incredible.
Yes. So I know you mentioned Joe Burrows, right? You have a little mini crush.
A little crush. I always come in here, I say I'm going to switch the ring because I love Joe Burrow so much. I'm just kidding.
And you also love Taylor Swift.
I adore Taylor Swift. Don't get me started on Taylor Swift. Our director for Teen Talk, her name is Taylor. And one of the first times I came in here, I said, Taylor Swift.
It was a sign.
It was a sign. It was a sign that Teen Talk was meant to be.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you a would you rather question.
Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm ready.
Would you rather have dinner with Taylor Swift or Joe Burrows?
Taylor Swift, hands down. She's my ride or die. I've been a Taylor Swift fan since I was born. And she'd probably be a really great person to have dinner with. I mean, she's got one of the most amazing brains of our generation, especially with her songwriting abilities.
Yeah.
I'd also maybe get some Eras Tour tickets out of that, which if anyone is looking to give me an Eras Tour ticket, I'll take it. But all
right, well, I'll have dinner with Joe.
There we go.
Okay.
Well, okay. I'd be a little jealous, but I'm sticking with Taylor.
Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
I wish you the best of luck at LSU. I know they have Tiger TV.
Yes, they do.
So maybe we'll see you on Tiger TV.
Maybe you will.
Thank you to my guests for being here today and sharing their story. We congratulate you on getting to the next level and wish you the best. We are very proud of your accomplishments this year. This season, we have highlighted 21 seniors and 1 superintendent with 9 episodes of The Next Level. I want to thank all the athletes and Dr. Bedell and Cameron for joining me on The Next Level this season. I will be back next year for season 2. I like to close our show with a quote from an inspiring athlete, but I am choosing to close this season with a quote from Dr. Bedell.
I believe in shooting for the moon in everything that I do. Understanding that while I may not ever land on the moon, if I fall short of that, I'm going to land on a few stars.
Dr. Bedell, you said it perfectly. I would like to thank you for joining us on The Next Level and hope that you will continue to watch the show next season. I want to congratulate all the senior athletes in Anne Arundel County. We wish you the best as you move on to play at the collegiate level. I am Katie Holmes. I will see you all back here next year for season 2.